And we're back with another video here. Look, we are going to talk about this briefly and quickly. The whole thing right now about Nintendo clarifying that they're going to be charging more for physicals. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not mad about this because physicals are disappearing slowly after game, year after year. The code in boxes, game key cards, X, Y, and Z. So when they're doing this about, particular means, like, where they stating this means that when Nintendo sells digital versions of Nintendo published games exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2 to consumers in the United States, these prices will have an MSRP that is lower than their physical counterparts. Retail partners set their own prices for physical and digital games, and pricing for each title may vary. The thing is, it's that we have talked about this about physical media. I have made other videos about this. Physical media is getting phased out little by little every year, saving these companies money to distribute said games. I'm gonna be honest with you. The extra $10 is not a bother for myself. For people that collect physical copies of games, game key cards and all, besides the game codes, which is kind of BS and it's kind of waste of plastic, to be really honest. That's just my opinion on that. But is it worth getting the physical? It's always a big yes. And the reason is, for games that don't have DRM, games that don't rely on an update, games that they have the full game on the cart, it is very worth. Now, the second defense for game key cards. That game key card acts as a digital code, chip, whatever, to the servers, stating that you own a physical copy of that game. You own a chip that states, "Hey, I own this game," to non-accounts. That means you could have from one account to another, X, Y, and Z, but that particular game key card is yours until you sell it, and then someone else uses it, and then they put it to their Switch as well. I'm just saying. Physical media is gonna go away slowly but surely. But this is, I guess, Nintendo's way to kind of get a little bit more money out of us. There's ways that stores are trying to get more money out of us. Scalpers are going to try to get more money of us. Even the secondhand market, when it comes down to games like freaking Super Mario 3D All-Stars, where they're selling a copy for $150, and that's a limited print, and that's it. They're not remaking that. Physicals are always going to be nice. If you can get them at your leisure, because I'm telling you, when it goes all digital, it's going to be all digital, and that's basically it. The hackers only could do so much with a Switch 2 hardware. There hasn't been, really, far as I have been seeing, anything groundbreaking, hacking the Switch 2. Now, I'm not promoting it. I'm just trying to state that people are going to do what they're going to do with their physical hardware. If they bought the physical hardware, they're going to tamper with it. They're going to test it out. They're going to move things around. Who freaking knows what they're going to do? But for people that every day, casual people are, paying for their stuff, all that kind of stuff, physical will always be king. I think I'm going to express that so freaking much. I'm late to the party because this has been covered already by a week ago. I'm just talking about it because for the fact that this is very important. Because PlayStation, Xbox, I think their next console, it probably either be their last physical machine, like for disc, or not. Who knows? Who knows? They're trying to save money. They've been laying off people left and right, just closing studios. There was some kind of bubble in the video game market, and I'm gonna be honest with you, there's some games that get huge budgets that don't deserve it, and they squander it all in marketing and the returns are kind of limp. They're not great. They're not doing fantastic. Not like in the earlier days, like in the 360 era, PS3, PS2 era, PS1, Nintendo 64, and so on. Super Nintendo, you know, all the older consoles, the legacy consoles at this point. But you know, physical media is always still important to this day because you own a copy of said game. You are able to resell it at your leisure. You are able to pop it in whenever you freaking want to. I will tell you, do what you can to get the physical, because I'm telling you, once they're all gone and they go all digital, yeah, it's very convenient, but when the servers go down, everything goes down. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying the longevity of it. Even though the Switch 2 is not a year old yet, but eventually time will, you know, go on, you know, and do that. But that's just what it is. All right. That's all I got to say on the matter. I hope everyone has a nice day, and we got to keep physical alive as much as possible. But other than that, if you like the video, hit the like, dislike it if you dislike it. Put your thoughts in the comments, you know what I mean? What's your opinion, your position on this, your reasonings? How do you feel about physical media going to game key cards? Or no, you know, you just want to go all digital. You know what I mean? You want just like a Steam thing, you know, you just want that all digital store that's pristine and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Just put your thoughts in the comments. But other than that, this is all I got for you. Until next time, peace.